around hip distance apart, maybe a little bit wider, and slightly point the toes down. So there's a very sort of faint V shape coming out from the end of the toes. And then when you're ready, take a deep inhale and use your exhale to close down the eyes and slump the shoulders back. You can just gently just swing the arms back and forth gently a couple of times. And just take a couple of deep breaths until you feel comfortable having your eyes closed down, standing up. It's not something that we really do too much. But it's a really nice way to start the day, to ground through the feet. So really bring your awareness to your feet. And feel the weight of the whole body from the crown of your head into your feet. And really take a moment to spread the weight evenly across both the toes, heels, the outer edges of the feet. There should be a slight lift in the arch. And then a very soft, gentle micro bend in the knees if you tend to lock them. All right, let's slowly bring the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers just behind the top of the neck. And really send your tailbone down to the earth, so slightly pushing the hips forwards, and then draw your chin down towards your chest. And let the hands act as a weight rather than a pull. You should feel that sensation in the back of the neck and maybe all the way down to the center of your back. Keep drawing your belly button back. Nice deep breaths. And then when you're ready, you can inhale to lift your head and use that inhale to gently blink open the eyes. Keep the hands where they are, but take the elbows nice and wide. Good, so really drawing the shoulder blades together on the back. Now keeping that soft little buoyancy in the knees, slowly start to tip the top half of your body over to the left. So we're taking a side stretch. We're trying our best to keep our chest open, our elbows away from one another. So we're staying in one sort of frontal plane. Just moving over to the left with the top half of the body. Then gently back to center and take it over to the other side. So like you're a little teapot tipping out. God, that's a blast from the past, that little song. I'm not going to sing it, don't get excited. Okay, and then gently back to center. Now take the arms wide. Good, keep the wrists in line with the shoulders, and now bring your feet together. I'm going to take that side stretch again. This time we're going to bring the left hand down to the side of the left thigh and bring the right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Maybe they come slightly over, but remember to stay in that one plane as you take that side stretch on the left side. Couple more breaths here. Really push firmly into that right foot. Ooh, and really notice how that makes the stretch a little bit more juicy. And then slowly lift the arms, bring them back up to center. Wrists in line with the shoulders. And then we'll slowly come to the other side. But now I really like to push my right hand into the outer right thigh to get that little bit of an extra kind of sensation of coming a little bit deeper. So I'm really pushing my left hip to the left, reaching other fingertips over to the right, but just make sure your chest isn't closed, so you keep your left shoulder peeled back, and then gently back to center. Cool, a little bit more quicker now, or a bit more dynamically. Inhale, come over to the left. Exhale, center. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. One more each side. This time reach the arms all the way up overhead. And exhale, draw down in front of the heart. Separate the feet hip distance apart. We're going to take 5 quarter sun salutations. So soft little bend in the knees. Inhale, reach up, really fill the lungs with air. And as you exhale, draw the palms down in front of the heart. Think about sending your tailbone down, hips forwards, belly button back. So as you pull the energy down, you're really engaging in the core. Okay, 4 more like this. Inhale, fill the lungs. And exhale, that core engagement helps you push the stair out. 3 more. Slow tuck the tailbone as you draw the palms down. Last one. Take 1 more inhale to reach the arms up. And this time we're going to reach the arms behind us. Take them wide, a little bit like a swan, and then start to bend the knees, hinge from the hips, fold forwards, really slow motion. And then as you start to take your gaze to the floor, let the head drop, let it be heavy, drop the hands down in front of the feet. You've probably got a really nice deep bend in the knees here. You almost want to find your ribs on the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen legs, lengthen spine. Exhale, fold. Push into the feet, roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Let the head be heavy until you come to standing. Once you come to standing, lift the head, reach the arms up. Deep inhale, and exhale, swan dive forwards again. So think about leading with your heart as you come forwards, nice and slow. Then lengthen the legs, hands to shins, halfway lift. Maybe you stay on fingertips, it depends how lengthened the hamstrings feel. And then fold. Push into the feet, use the force of the feet to slowly roll up, a bit like a zombie, really lazily. And then when you're right to standing, reach the arms up again. And exhale, swan dive forwards. Good. So we're now doing sort of little half sun salutations. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Roll up. I hope you can hear me okay on my mic today because I was messing around with it yesterday. Good. We're going to take 2 more of these. So kind of flow without me now. Start getting used to moving with breath. Don't be afraid to make it noisy, make it heard. It should sound a little bit like a little baby snore or like the ocean. It just helps you listen to your breath and connect with it a little bit more. Good, reach up 1 final time and then bring the palms together down in front of the heart. Really draw the belly button back. Tuck the lower rib cage in, we'll stay here, okay? Take the interlace of the hands back around the head again. Take the elbows really wide, feet together. Send the tailbone down, keep the hips square to the top of the mat and just twist the top half of the body to the left. Oh, it makes it much more difficult when you've got the hands here. Come back to center, twist to the right. Don't let that right hip come back with you. Come back to center. Twist to the left. This time open the arms wide, wrists in line with the shoulders. Good, back to center. Take the hands back behind the back of the head. Twist to the right. Open the arms nice and wide. And back to center. Keep the arms wide now. We're going to twist to the left. Don't let that left hip come with you. Almost exaggeratedly pull it forwards. I don't know if that's the word, but it is now. We're going to drop the left hand towards the back of our butt cheeks or thigh and then reach the right fingertips up. So rather than slumping into the back here, think about lifting through the heart, taking the gaze behind you, pushing the hips forwards, finding that strong core, and then slowly lift both the arms, come back to center. We twist to the right, drop the arm behind you, reach the left fingertips high. You're taking almost like a little back bend as you gaze up, but lift through the heart. Lift the arms back to center. 1 more time, the left side, a little bit quicker now. Back to center. And then over to the right. Good. Back to center. Palms together in front of the heart. Take the feet as wide as your mat now. But I want your inner feet, the arches of your feet, to be parallel to one another. Reach the arms up overhead, but keep them about shoulders distance. We're going to start to bend the knees, take the hips back. Good. And try not to let the knees come over the toes. We're going to start to fire up the thighs. Good. Keep coming low. And then slowly back up. Tuck the tailbone when you get to standing. Come down slowly again. Now we're going to take our right hand to the outer edge of the left knee and then open the left arm towards the ceiling, maybe gaze up. Stay with the knees bent, we're in this squat position. Good, then come back to center, reach the arms up. Good. Take the left hand to the outer edge of the right knee, really push the hand into the knee and open, twist to the right. Back to center, all the way to standing, palms to heart. Take a moment, we're going to do that again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, start to squat. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, center. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, center. Come to your tiptoes if you can. Bring the palms together in front of the heart. Come all the way down, sink into a squat. Woo. Okay, thighs should be firing up. From here, see if you can reach the arms in front of you. Maybe overhead if you're feeling really strong. And then slowly come up to standing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the arms down. Take the weight of the body into the left foot. And we're going to try and draw the right knee in towards the chest. Now you can have your hands wherever you want for this. But we're going to make some really big circles with the knee and work on opening the hip. So slowly take the knee out to the right, behind you, and then back out in front of you. Good, play with balance. If you need to hold on to something, you can, but try and make each circle a little bit bigger. Strong core here to help with balance. So notice my hands are kind of moving with my balance. I'm keeping my gaze really fixed to help with this. Let's take one more big circle. This time when the knee comes behind us, see if you can extend the leg fully, bend in the left knee and plant the foot at the back of the mat. So we come into this kind of lunge position, back heel lifted. Good, inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Sink a little bit deeper here. Now we're going to take our right hands to the outer edge of the left knee and open our chest to the left as we reach the fingertips up, twist. Good, balance here is challenging, so really use your core, draw the belly button back towards the spine. Come back to center, bring the palms together in front of the heart, lean forwards and then step your right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, sink down into our squat. So your feet should still be wide on the mat, okay? All right, we'll twist first of all to the left this time. So bring the hands out to the edge of the knee, open the chest as much as you can. And then back to center. Stay low with those hips. Twist to the other side. Back to center. Good, bring the palms together now. See if you can come to tiptoes and sink slowly with as much control as you can down into your little yogi squat. Woo, okay. So now we come back up. We take 5 seconds to get there. Reach the arms in front of you or overhead. Try and stay on your tiptoes and come up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, release the arms down. Take the weight of the body into the right foot. And when you're ready, you might want to keep a soft bend in that right knee. I personally prefer to have the legs straight. I find it helps with balance more, but I know some people are different. Slowly bring the left knee in towards the chest. Find that balance. And then slowly start to take the knee out to the left and behind you. Good, really explore this huge ball and socket joint that you've got in your hip and explore its full range of movement. Slowly with control, or as much control as available on a Thursday/Wednesday, whatever it feels like, morning. Okay, this time when the knee comes behind us, Take a bend in the right knee. It's going to get you lower to the floor and allow you to step that foot back far on the back of your mat. When you land, back heels lifted. Reach the arms up overhead. Good. Now, we're going to start to twist to the right hand, or the back of the hand comes to the outer edge of that right knee. Open. Find your balance, use your core. Twist comes from the core. And then gently back to center. Palms together in front of the heart. Start to take the weight into that front leg. And with as much control and as slowly as you can, try and pick that left foot for as much time. Give it as much air time as you can before planting it to the top of the mat. All right, I'm going to do that again, a little bit quicker this time. Feet should be wide, top of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Slowly sink the hips back, come into your squat. Hands outer edge, left knee, open the chest, twist. Center, twist to the left. Center. Come to the tiptoes, palms to heart center. Slowly sink into your squat. Reach the arms back out in front of you. Slowly rise back up to standing. Plant the heels, weight of the body into the left side as you draw the knee in towards the chest. Make one big circle with the knee and then step it back into your lunge. Reach the arms up. Twist to the left. Open the chest. Gaze up if you can. If balance feels all right. Back to center. Palms to the heart. Slowly give that foot as much air time as you can. Step back to the top of the mat. Reach the arms up. Slowly sink down into your squat. Twist to the left. Keep the hips low. Back to center. Twist to the right. Back to center. Palms together, tiptoes, sink down into your squat. Extend through the arms. Rise slowly back up. Plant the heels. Slowly bring the knee in towards the chest. Make one big circle. And then slowly extend it back. Land in your lunge. Extend the arms high. When you're ready, twist to the right. Really push the back of the hand into the knee to find that openness in the chest. Come back to center. Palms to heart. Lean forwards. Slowly step the foot. Good. I think we're good to do this one more time, you know. We're going to add on another pose. Inhale, let's reach up. And exhale, sink the hips down and low. Come a little bit lower this time. Why the hell not? But try and get rid of that arch in the back by drawing the lower belly in. Nice. Let's twist to the right. Back to center. Twist to the left. Back to center. Palms to heart. Tiptoes. Or maybe you stay flat on the feet. Depends again how open you're feeling. Then reach the arms in front of you. Maybe try reaching them up this time if you want a little bit more. And then slowly come back to standing. Plant the heels. Release the hands. Weight into the left foot. Knee comes to the chest. Take it really wide, like a slow motion karate movie. Bend that left knee, get the chest really low to the floor and step it to the back of the mat. Reach the arms up. Twist to the left. Come back to center. Bring your fingertips down to the earth. Keep that back knee lifted. Drop your hips really low and draw your chest forwards. Okay, we'll take just a couple of breaths here, hang out. You asked for hips. If you want, you can gently move back and forwards, springing off the toes of the back foot. All right, from here, how do you feel about coming back up to standing? I think we can do it. Push firmly into that front foot. Slowly reach the arms up. Palms to heart center. lean forwards. Now it's going to be more difficult to step forwards now because you've got more distance between your feet. So really think about giving yourself some momentum and spring off that back foot to step to the top of the mat. Release the arms. Make sure the feet are nice and wide. Let's do the other side. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, sink down into that squat position. Let's twist left. Center. Twist right. Center. Tiptoes, palms to heart. Send the tailbone down, come into that little squat. Then extend back through the arms, slowly rise up. And we stay on tiptoes here if we can, so it just fires up the leg muscles a little bit more. When you come to fully stand, take the heels down, release the arms. Weight the body into the right foot. Make a really big, slow motion circle with your knee. Take the chest low as you bend into that front knee, and then plant the foot back to the mat. Inhale, reach through the arms. Exhale, let's twist to the right. Back to center. Hands come down to the earth, frame your front foot, drop the hips really low. The hips have just got really heavy, guys, okay? Just imagine that. And as you've dropped them low, draw your heart through, shoulders come back. I'm just going to hang out here for a few breaths. You can rock backwards and forwards if it feels nice for the hip flexor. All right. Find that strength, power up the legs, push into your front foot like your life depends on it, and use that strength and power to rise up. Palms together in front of the heart, lean forwards. We're going to spring back to the top of the mat. Release the arms, close down the eyes. Take a couple of breaths here just to feel into the feet, to ground, to connect back with your breath. Notice your heart rate. And when you're ready, gently open the eyes. Take the arms up towards the ceiling, nice and wide, like you've got a big beach ball, and then slowly start to bend the knees. Take the hips back and come down into a squat. One final time, palms together. This time we're going to hang out here for 5 or so breaths. So the palms come together in front of the heart so we can push the inner knees away from one another with the elbows. If the arms aren't quite there and this pose just feels rather uncomfortable, and guys, you may well be in your tiptoes. I was in my tiptoes for many years before being able to bring my feet completely down. But just maybe move here, have a little rock from side to side, be dynamic, really start to wake up the hips, wake up the muscles. Good. Now, let's reach the arms out in front of us. This isn't always easy, but I invite you to do it and be playful with it. If it doesn't happen for you today, that's okay. But see if you can come back to your bottom. And when your sit bones arrive, reach the legs out in front of you into chair pose. Now, the floor might have felt way too far away for that, so however you got there, good for you. Okay, so it's a little hangout here in boat pose, a little bit of core work. Lift the chest. And then that's enough of that. We'll bring the feet down. Come to the center of your mat. Keep a bend in the knees. Hands behind your sit bones, fingertips face the top of your mat. Good, and then really push into the hands to puff your chest nice and high. Good. This is such a good pose to do for a day in the office, at home. Now keep that puffing off the chest, but lift your sit bones now and take them closer towards your heels, place it back down. Good, come back to that puffing, really push into the hands, that should make it a little bit stronger. All right, from here, see if you can start to lift your hips towards the ceiling. Bring your hips maybe in line with your knees. Do your best to get there. Push firmly into your hands. Keep puffing in the chest. Good. So you can slightly drop the head here, but if it feels strong on the neck, that's good. We have muscles in the neck. We're working them. They deserve to be worked as well. And stay here for 2 more breaths. And slowly come down to your sit bones. Reach the arms in front of you and just have a little shake in the wrists, or you can pull the fingertips back towards you. Because we're going to come into that one more time. Okay, when you're ready, squeeze the glutes this time, push it into the hands, lift your hips towards the ceiling, reverse tabletop. 5 breaths here. If anyone wants a little bit more, you can extend the legs, doing your best to keep the toes on the mat as well. Push your hips high. 2 more. Push your hips a little higher. And slowly bring the sit bone down. Good. Bring the feet nice and close to the body. Give yourself a big hug. Wrap the arms around the shins. Take hold of the wrists. Drop the head. And just take a moment here. Good. Okay. Let's extend the left long. Take the sole of the right foot to the inner left thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up beside you. Take hold of that big beach ball over the head. Flex your left foot. And start to present that beach ball to your foot. Here you go. I don't know what you're going to do with this, but here you go. Good. And just keep sending your heart towards your toes. And you keep that foot flexed. You should really feel that lovely, strong stretch in the left hamstring. Now let's drop the beach ball. Drop the head, let it be heavy, and hang out here. Now, in this pose, Shasana, this is going to be really tight in the morning, which is why we should do it in the morning. If you do this pose at the end of the day, I promise you, you'll get a few inches closer. But it's not about how far we come, it's about the muscles that we're lengthening. So really slow down the breath in. Try and relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. And then slowly, slowly roll yourself up. Head is the last thing to lift, really lazily. Extend the right leg, and we'll switch to the other side. Okay. Reach the arms up beside you and overhead. Flex your right foot. When you flex the right foot, you extend the muscles on the back of the leg and you engage the muscles on the front of the leg. So notice how your front thighs probably fired up slightly. Good. Now think about leading with your heart. So don't think about rounding through the spine yet. Start to hinge from your hips and start to take the beach ball. Good, towards the top of the mat. Then drop it and relax down. Slow the breath down. Let the head be completely heavy. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. And slowly, lazily roll yourself up. Bring both the soles of the feet together. Interlace your hands around your toes and just start to gently move the knees up and down. Good, again, just working into the hip joints. Lubricating the hip joints by moving them in their full range of movement is a really good thing to do in the morning. I hate the saying, but if you don't use it, you lose it. So it's really important that you always explore the full range of movement that your body's got to offer, rather than just flexion at a desk all day, you know? Okay, then cross the legs, all come to kneeling. We're going to end with a seated Shavasana, if there's such a thing. So close down your eyes. Let's all take a deep inhale through our nose. Open mouth, let it out. Take one more like this. And let it go through the mouth and let the shoulders drop as you do that. Close down your mouth and just take a moment to allow your breath to find its natural, peaceful, soft little rhythm. It's this rhythm that carries us through every day without us realizing. When we let go of control of the breath, it can be really gentle and really nice to observe. It's very relaxing. And as we bring our attention to this lovely, soft, gentle breath, can you soften the body? Notice if you're holding on to any tension anywhere, let go. Fingers, wrists, hands, elbows, shoulders. Let go of the belly, let it hang out. We've got such a habit of drawing it in all the time. Let your internal organs just be free, just relax. Now we've got this soft breath, this soft body. Can you just soften your thoughts for the last few moments here? Listen to the sounds around you. Appreciate this moment right now on your mat. This calm, this peace, this moment for you. Gently bring the palms together in front of the heart. Take a deep inhale into the heart space. And as you exhale, namaste, gently bow.